Awesome. Hi everyone, welcome to week 2 of season 3 of D&D League. Hope everyone's doing great. How are my players doing today?
Awesome.
Love to hear it. Hope everyone had a great week. Awesome. Cool. Well, let's just jump right into it then. I think we're good to go. Noah, do you want to be the sacrificial player who does the kind gesture of recapping what we did last week?
Of course. So I believe we had started in the city of... I wrote down Flan because I took too many Spanish classes. Is it Flan or is it supposed to be Flan?
I don't think it matters. I say Flan just because it makes me sound more sophisticated, I feel like, but...
Okay. Well, we are taking place
like
in
how
the
a
city of
dentist would
Flan.
say it.
Right.
Flan.
And as our various group of ragtag heroes had been doing various small things hither or there, one day we had found a wanted poster, I believe, was being put up, asking for the location of a heinous criminal who had committed various types of crimes, including littering and jaywalking, which I could not abide. So after some more information, we found the Knight Lieutenant to give us some more information on that, who told us that they had stolen some books from the Lord Sage's library. I believe... Did we get any information from Fat Mar in the pub, or we were just talking to them for fun? Because we went to the pub and talked to Fat Mar. I don't know if we got information from them, but then later on we then went to the library to talk to the Lord Sage and got more details on the books. One of the books involved enslaving dragons, and the other book involved, it mentioned a circle of standing stones in the Dragonspine Mountains. So I believe we did a little bit more investigation. We got a shopping list or two. We got a series of random items that the people may have collected. Oh, and we got some more information on them. After talking to the Lord Sage, we found out that he has a friend and a potential third person that we have no information on. The friend was deceased, hanging up on the gate of the castle, I believe. So could not get any information from him. And then I believe we ended as we went out into the mountains. We were accosted by some people, and I think we defeated them, and that's where we ended.
Amazing. Yeah, I think you pretty much hit the all the important parts. Yeah, made your way you're making your way to the mountains. You just dispatched this group of bandits. Like literally just moments ago, you still feel your hearts are pounding. Your breath is only just now starting to slow as you realize that the danger, at least this danger, has passed for the time being. What are all of you doing after having just dispatched these bandits? Do you want to... Yeah, what's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling?
I guess I would be checking on the health level and fitness of everyone, because I believe at least one or two people may have been very badly injured.
Yeah,
I
Josh
certainly would not say no to some healing.
Josh is feeling invigorated after this fight. He's very excited that he was able to help get the enemies gone. He's also here to heal if anyone needs it.
I think as Eerie finishes off that wizard, his horns retract in a little bit, fangs retract in a little bit, that feralness is going away, and he suddenly is extremely aware of how much blood is on him and is extremely grossed out, and is just kind of standing there trying to wipe it off on stuff, ugh, and looking towards the two members of the party who are maybe throwing some healing around.
Josh is gonna go up to him and be like, "Dude, are you scared of blood?"
I'm not scared of it, it's just unsanitary, It's just...
Okay.
You know where that wizard's been.
It's just a natural part of our bodies, but if you really don't like it, I can do some healing word on you.
I would argue that it's very natural for it to stay inside my body, not outside. But yes, I will very much take some healing if you're offering.
Sure. All right. Take 6.
I think that Bug is really struggling with the being in a fight again after a couple months of not. I mean, like, Bug went pretty hard. He really got into the hammer hitting, and so I think he's just sort of like looks a little bit like in shock of it's just been a little bit, and this is a life that he didn't know that he was going to return to. So he's sort of just standing over the guy that he killed with his big ass hammer, like holding the hammer, and like when you say blood, he just goes, blood.
Hey, easy there, big guy. You did what you had to do. It's fine.
He sort of takes a shaky breath and goes, the blood of a worthy foe. And he sort of like kneels down and like touches the, I forget which guy he killed. I think it was not the mage. I think it was the other guy. Mm-hmm. And he Bug doesn't really have like a strong like religion, but he does his version of like a blessing of just sort of like respect to you. And then stands up and goes, okay, good to go.
All right, how are we all feeling? Are we gonna
I mean,
has
we've
anyone
been traveling for what, one morning?
What?
now that we're out of battle, can we take a closer look at these people we were fighting? Do they happen to have any signifying emblems on them or anything like that?
No, yeah.
I mean, I guess we had gotten a pair of dragon cultist robes from the Lord Sage. They're not wearing dragon cultist robes, are they?
No, you take a look. Yeah, you're a little confused because you, I mean, this was clearly a magic user, and so you might expect that probably they have some affiliation with this cult that they've become aware of. But as you approach these bodies, you take a look at them, you can see that neither of them have any identifying markings to denote them as being members of this cult. And in fact, as you take a closer look, you can't see any identifying markings to affiliate them with anyone. It looks like these were just plain bandits. And it just so happened that this magic user somehow got in league with this other bandit and decided they were going to make their living by robbing people on the road.
Do they have
magic
any
user also just so happen to have any money?
Yeah, do they have anything we can take from them?
Yeah, you don't find a ton. You do find a total of 2 gold and 50 silver pieces. But otherwise, it's very clear to you that these might not have been the most effective bandits. They don't have a ton of good possessions that they've been able to steal off of anyone.
I think that Tim should carry our money, because, like, he's really honest.
Yeah, I'll answer that. I also
into
do
that.
have a bag of holding, so I can do the physical muscle. I don't know what everyone else is carrying.
We've got our bank team.
Yeah.
First National Bank of Tim.
Should we keep going?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, this distraction
unless
aside, we gotta...
unless you guys got too scared from that and want to turn back.
Scared? That's not in my vocabulary.
We left we left Flan like first thing in the morning, right? Because we decided to stay the night and then set out. So like, what time of day is it right now?
So right now it's probably well, my recollection is that you you camped out one night outdoors, I think, right? So it's probably at this point it's still like not early morning, probably like it's probably like 9 or 9:30 in the morning at this point. You got an early rise. You started moving along the path. Then you came across these bandits, which you dispatched in a couple minutes, and you're continuing along. So it's probably like 9:30ish in the morning.
Yeah, let's get to stepping.
I've got to refresh my browser really quickly, team. So hopefully that doesn't mess up your thing. But just so that you know, in case something does end up switching up. Okay, I am back. Perfect. Cool. I think we're good. Sorry about that.
Oh, now you're just in a different spot.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
But that's all right. Perfect. Okay, so you continue along the way, down the path. The rolling hills are peppered with these large boulders that have fallen millennia ago from mountains that you can see are approaching, getting a little bit closer as you continue your trek. Finally, a couple hours pass. It is now maybe a little afternoon, maybe. You reach a large clearing with a 60-foot wide and circle of 20-foot tall stones standing in the middle. You see that there are dozens of recently made footprints in the dusty soil that lead toward the center of the circle. What do you all do?
I mean, I can see in the dark. Can anyone else?
I believe I can, yeah.
It's still light out. You can all see.
Oh, I was just. Oh, are those shadows?
Yes, I'm sorry. This is the
I was like,
Yeah, I guess you know what? I will circle around downwards and try and see how change my view without getting too close.
Awesome.
Ooh, and I can see some sort of structure in the middle over there.
I think we should go investigate.
Can I do just a check to see if anything looks like it's gonna attack us or trigger anything if we go in?
Guys, there's stairs.
Totally.
The
Give me a
birds are singing.
Give me a perception
Josh
check.
runs
Tal.
over to the stairs.
Ooh.
Give me a perception check, Bug.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was just enjoying Josh so much. Sorry, just a sec. That is a 9 on perception.
Okay, with the 9, no, everything seems to be clear. There doesn't seem to be anything that you can pick up on that would give you any reason to believe that there's any danger.
I would also like to do some perception.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, that's a 1.
Yeah.
You got a 1.
Nope.
Plus 6 for 7, but
Yeah, it seems like it's fine.
It's a super great looking clearing.
yeah, I think it's fine. This is a great clearing. I love this.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna head in there as well. After Josh seemed very enthusiastic, I'm gonna sort of sigh and trudge after him like a dad whose kid is running away at the park.
Awesome. As Josh is running forward and Bug, as you follow, your footsteps are echoing against the standing stones. You can hear the sound kind of bouncing off of the stones. And you also hear some shifting behind some of the stones. And you hear a crack as it seems like a twig has been shattered. And I need everyone to please roll initiative.
Did it work?
Rolled
Let's
really
see.
well.
I think we... Nice, I got it to work. My automation works.
Nice.
Okay. Unfortunately, whatever is behind here has caught you all by surprise. So they're gonna get a surprise round. You turn and you see a number of these dragon-like creatures peeking around from the stones, and they're gonna get an opportunity to go first. So 5, 10. This one back here appears from out of nowhere. I'll switch the stream view in just a second. It takes out its sling, and it is going to fire at you, Bug, for a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
Okay, so that is going to be its turn. This
Yeah,
one will
you're
go
so
next.
strong, Bug.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I'm
It
like
is
flexing a little bit.
also going to take its sling out. It's going to fire at you again, Bug, for a 10. That is going to be a miss. This one, 5. It's going to fire its sling at you, Josh, for a natural 1. So, wow, they're not doing too great. This one up here is also going to fire a sling at you for an 8. Okay. I don't know what's happening. This is not good for me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Good for us.
30. This one's going to fire at you, Josh, for a 9. And this
That's
one,
a
5, 10, 15. Let's go with, it takes out its short bow. And it's going to fire at you, Bug, for 24. That has to be a hit, right?
Yes, that's a hit.
Okay, perfect. You take 19 points of piercing damage. I'm sorry, you take 9 points of piercing damage, 10 points of poison damage.
Oh, that's fine then.
Cool. Let's see. And that's going to be its turn. Now we are back at so everyone's gone. We're back at the top of the round. Tim, you are actually up first. What do you do?
Well, I actually don't have a great view of anything, so I'm just going to run towards the one guy I can see.
I love it.
I believe you may need to unpause him. So I
Oh,
can
you're
move my
right.
hair.
I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
So I'm going to do 5 movement,
Yes.
10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I'll stay there, and I will just cast a cantrip. He will need
Awesome.
to make a Constitution saving check as I cast Toll the Dead. Oh, excuse me,
Awesome.
Wisdom saving check.
This one right here.
Correct.
Perfect. Okay. Wisdom, you said?
Yes.
Okay. How about a unnatural 20?
That will succeed.
Awesome.
And they take no damage then.
Awesome. All right. Anything else, Tim?
No bonus action, no.
Awesome. Okay, next up, we've got this one back here. It's going to take out its sling, and it's going to fire at you again, Josh. How about a 13 to hit? Probably not.
That does hit.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, my AC's 12.
Oof. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as it loads up a rock, pulls back its sling, lets it go. It goes flying towards your forehead. It kind of hits you directly in the head. You can feel blood kind of beginning to trickle down your temple as you train your eyes on it. You see where it came from, but you take those 5 points of bludgeoning damage. That's going to be its turn. Bug, you're up now.
Okay, I'm going to move, what was that, 5, 10, 15, 20, I'll go, and pull out, or no, I've actually got my maul and hit this guy right down here.
Perfect.
That is 24 to hit.
That is a hit. Roll me damage, please.
11.
How do you take out this kobold?
Ooh. I am just gonna hit him around the side and just kind of send him flying off into a boulder.
Amazing. He goes
Just, like,
flying off and he
sweep
just slams into a boulder. You can see he crumples to the ground, unmoving.
And then I'm just gonna take my another 5 over here and just stand next to this guy.
Awesome.
And that's gonna
Okay.
be it.
Perfect. Josh, you're up. What are you doing?
I have a question.
Yes.
Are these stairs that we can go down?
They are, yes.
I'm gonna use my 6 words. Guys, stairs! Should we go down?
All right. Anything else, Josh?
I guess no one wants to follow me, so I'm not gonna abandon. But I will cast Fairy Fire. On, let's see, how big of a radius? Okay, on these 2 over here. And then I didn't, somehow my health did not get updated in Foundry, and I just looked in Beyond and realized I am unwell. So I'm going to use a bonus action to heal myself. And that's gonna be 6 healing. Great.
Nice. Every bit helps, right?
Yeah, but like 2nd level, I feel like I should get that more. And I want to go down the stairs.
Okay, perfect. So... Okay, well, we'll come to you in a second. Yeah, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll come back to you in a second. All right, Erie, you're up. What are you doing?
Okay, Mr. DM, I've got a favor to ask. 'Cause the only reason I didn't move my little guy up closer to start poking around is because every time I click into Foundry, everybody's voices cuts out. Could I maybe start just the teensiest bit closer to those rocks?
That's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I know you. Yeah, you're having a little bit of tech issues, unfortunately. So go for it.
Okay, I think if I start kind of over there, closer to where Tim started, I still can't get to anybody necessarily. Would somebody mind measuring how far away those 2 kobolds that are lit up in the fairy fire are?
From you?
Mm-hmm.
85-ish.
Stunning!
90.
So, I'm just gonna go ahead and guiding bolt on one of them real quick.
Perfect.
And since it's just a spell attack, I do it with advantage, right? Because they're fairy fired.
Awesome.
Okay. So that is a... Yeah, either a 24 or a 19 to hit.
Oh my god, absolutely. Direct hit.
And that's 17 damage.
How do you take, let's go with this one, the top one. How do you take the northernmost one out?
I think it starts off very beautiful, and there's just some faint sparkles that start appearing in the air around them. Very fairy-esque, very glimmering and ethereal. And then they just start getting brighter and brighter, and you start hearing a popping noise like a firework. And then all of a sudden, the kobold just starts glowing and sparking as well. And then there's one big... and he's gone.
Visceral. I hate it. And I also love it, so amazing job. All right. Anything else?
And then I'm gonna move 30 feet up towards this guy.
Perfect.
My turn. I just gotta move my guy.
Cool. All right. Next up, we've got this kobold down here next to Bug. He's going to drop his sling. He takes out his dagger and he lunges at you, Bug, for a critical hit. I'm sorry, dealing... Okay, well, 7 points of piercing damage. Not great, but it's a start, you know. That's going to be his turn. Next up, we've got this kobold up here to the northeast. He's going to run in 5, 10, 15. And he's going to take out his sling and fire it at... Josh is not there. Fire it at you, Eerie. You're directly within line of sight for a 20 to hit.
I guess.
Awesome. Well, okay, it's only 4 points of bludgeoning damage, but that's all right. Again, every bit helps. He loads up a stone. He pulls back on his sling. He fires it off, and it goes towards you. Kind of hits you in your shoulder, and you feel something kind of like pop in your shoulder. But
oh, dude, what the hell?
Yeah, you see in response, he just lets out this kind of like screeching roar sound. It does not acknowledge you otherwise. That's going to be the end of his turn. Next up, we've got this kobold right here. He is going to... Let's see. He is going to take out his... Yeah, he's still going to use his short bow. He takes it out. He fires at you, Eerie, for a 7 to hit. That's probably a miss. But he...
Does not hit.
Notches another arrow, and he fires it at you, Eerie, for an 8. Not much better. Not much better. So he's actually going to take his movement and actually start moving away from you because he does not like what he sees coming in his future. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, that's where he's going to hang out. Back to the top of the round. Tim, what are you up to?
I'm going to chase after that guy that just tried to run away.
Awesome.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I'm going to... I'll just hit him with another dexterity saving throw.
Awesome. How about a natural 20? Nice.
Ooh, well then, they will once again take no damage.
Awesome.
And now I'm kind of glad I didn't use a big spell, because I was like, you know what, should I do a big spell? Nope. If they got a natural 20 save, glad I didn't bust it up.
Awesome. All right, anything else, Tim?
No, that's all.
Okay, next up, we've got this kobold down here. He's going to step out of the fairy fire. 5, 10, 15, I think, right? Well, that's fine. He's going to take out his slingshot. Fires it at you again, Bug. Hopefully this one is going to connect, and it does. It's a critical hit, dealing 4 points of bludgeoning damage to you. You just you feel this kind of like sting right at the back, like the middle back of your head, and you turn around and you can see this kobold is initially very pleased with itself that it had a direct hit against your head, and it sees you snarl, and you can like feel the fear in the air that it lets off in response to seeing you train its eyes on you. That is going to be the end of his turn. Next up is you, Bug. What are you doing in response?
Okay, so Bug got hit in the back of the head, turned, and then lifts up his maul and swings to hit the guy next to him.
Okay.
That's 11 to hit.
11 is a miss. He dodges out of the way just before it's able to connect. Your maul goes into the ground, this cloud of dust into the air, and you see the kobold kind of in the corner of your eye looking at the point of impact, just totally flabbergasted at how far your maul went into the ground and how glad he was to not be in its path.
Okay. Bug is now deeply pissed off with all of the potential energy in him, geared up for that hit, just for it to hit the ground. He's going to take his second attack. He's going to pull it out of the ground, like growl, and 16 to hit on the second one.
This time, it's a clean hit. Your aim was true. How much damage do you do?
That is 14 damage.
Why don't you tell me how you take out this kobold?
So with all the rage from that missed hit, he just growls, lifts it up, and just slams it into his head, banging his head back into the boulder next to him. And then Bug is going to turn slowly with the menace that only the scariest fighters can achieve, and start stalking over towards this other guy. That's
You said I was visceral.
Right,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Yeah, as you're approaching, you see this kobold, like, panicking in the middle of not knowing what to do and just freaking out.
Cool. Yeah, that's the end of my turn. So
Okay.
I'm just halfway there.
Josh, we're back to you. You find yourself, I'm not going to give you too much of a, you make your way down the steps, and you find yourself in a very, very dark room. You can't quite see how big, it looks like it's a very, very vast chamber. Can't quite see as much, but I'm just going to say, like, for the moment, you find yourself down in this room. You're kind of hanging out. That's as far as you get before we kind of finish your turn. So you emerge in this large room. Does that sound good?
That was like my movement from the last turn got me down there, or
from this turn. So basically, I'm taking you out of the combat. So you,
okay.
Yeah. But what you do see is, like, you see this kind of stone room underground. It's very, very dark, but you can see not everything because it's such a vast area. But you emerge in this dark room. Okay, Eerie, you're up. What do? You see Tal. I'm sorry, not Tal. Wow, sorry. You see Talia is the name of another character in a different campaign that I run, so I apologize. Okay, you see Josh running down the steps, away from danger. And you see a couple kobolds in front of you. What do you do?
Okay. What's your table rule for, like, getting out a different weapon? I would like to get out my longbow. What do I got to do to make that happen?
I guess I would just say, like, probably a bonus action. I mean,
Okay, dope. So bonus action, stow my 2 scimitars, pull out my longbow, and then I can make 2 attacks with it. So first one, it's got a short range of 150 feet, so I think I can get pretty much anybody. First one is going to be on this guy who is directly ahead of me.
all right.
And that is going to be... That is a 18 to hit.
That is a hit.
So that's going to be 8 damage.
You're talking about this one, right?
Yes, I am.
All right, how do you take out that kobold?
It's quick, it's simple. 1 arrow right to the middle of the forehead. He goes down. Bam.
That is very Legolas-coded, yeah.
And then I will take my second attack on the guy who just stepped out of the fairy fire.
Perfect.
So that is going to be 19 to hit.
19 is also a hit. Very nice.
And that is 5 damage.
And how do you take out that one?
Same thing. You know, we're keeping it simple. We're keeping it moving. Just
Wow.
like thunk, thunk, thunk.
Efficient and gory. Okay.
And then I will use all my movement here in a second to get as close to the stairs as I can. I'm going to shout to Bug and Tim, Josh already left! Let's go!
Amazing. Okay, so you start running your way towards the steps. Next up is this guy here. He's going to... let's see. He's going to stick with his short bow. He pulls back an arrow. He fires it at you, Tim, for a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, you take 10 points of damage, 6 piercing, 4 poison.
Wait, who was that on?
On Tim.
Me. Yep.
Okay, the kobold notches another arrow, pulls back on his bow, fires an arrow, 19 to hit.
This matches, so I
Matches,
think I'm
so
safe.
that is a hit. Dealing 20 points of damage, 7 piercing, 13 poison. That is going to be its turn. Tim, back to you. How do you respond?
I'm trying to think of no, I'm going to rush up on him. And I will cast a 2nd level Inflict Wounds.
Ooh, okay.
Which is a melee spell attack, so I do a roll. A 16 to hit.
That is a miss. Goes wide, unfortunately.
And then no bonus action.
All right. Cool. Then we return to Bug. What do? You see one friend is left, calling for you to follow her or follow him. Another friend is heading towards the stairs. You have one person who is engaged with this last kobold. What do you do, Bug?
Okay. I can't see from my position where Tim is. So I guess I'm just gonna take my movement first
Okay.
and try to get a little bit of perspective. Um, I don't know where he is, so I am gonna wander around the battlefield.
I'll say you can kind of hear that he's there's commotion coming from the northwest.
Okay.
But yeah, given the configuration of the stones, you are having trouble seeing exactly where your friend is.
Okay, so Bug was really distracted by the fact that Eerie took out the guy that I was stalking towards, very much in Legolas Gimli fashion. So Bug is sort of like in mid stalk, and this guy the kobold gets hit by an arrow, and he sort of like turns behind him to look at Eerie and goes, "That was mine," and then just sort of like does like a little angry like continue to like stalk around looking for something to hit but can't see anything. So yeah, that's all he's gonna do right now.
Love it. I'm so sorry, Bug. Okay, Josh, we're gonna keep you downstairs. You're still kind of like adjusting to the scene. Eerie, back to you. What are you doing? You're starting to make your way towards the stairs.
Yes. If I took a shot on the guy that Tim is engaged with, would that be with like disadvantage or half cover? Because Tim's in the way. What's the deal?
Nope, I think you'd be fine. I think they're kind of like dancing around each other that you'd be able to enough to. You're confident you'd be able to get a clean shot off.
Stunning. All right, let's take a clean shot. Let's do a clean shot. That is a 13 to hit.
13 is a miss, unfortunately.
Okay, second attack is there we go, 20 to hit.
Okay.
And then that is 9 damage.
Awesome.
And I will go ahead and spend my 1d4 for Dreadful Strikes as well. So that's another 3 for 11 damage total.
Awesome. All right, anything else, Erie?
Oh, he's still up. Well, that's a disappointment.
I think that was the first damage he's taken, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, but all the other little guys went down like pop, pop, pop. I don't have any bonus actions I can do that would be helpful. So I'm gonna get in the hole. I'm gonna take the rest of my movement and just pop down in the stairs.
Awesome. Okay.
And once again, yell very loudly, this time specifically at Tim, because I can see him up there like, I said, let's go!
Awesome. Okay, Erie, you start running towards the stairs. You start making your way down the steps. And you kind of like, as you're running, it is pitch black to you. You can see nothing. And you run into who you hope is Josh. And you can kind of hear Josh give like a little grunt, confirming that is who it is.
Yo!
And we'll see kind of like how you two figure that out the next, or what you all do in response to that when it's next Josh's turn. In the meantime, though, it is now the kobold's turn. It is going to drop its short bow. It takes out its short sword, swings at you, Tim, for a 15 to hit. I think that's a miss, right?
Does not hit.
Awesome. Okay, so it's going to swing one more time at you with its sword for a 13 to hit. That is a miss. That is oof. It's going to try to run away. All of its friends are dead. It's going to take the attack of opportunity. Go for it. Give me one, Tim.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh yeah, if you want, obviously. Oh, incredible.
That's a crit.
That is a critical hit. Amazing.
For 14 damage.
Okay. You swing your mace. It connects with the calf of this kobold. You see its leg kind of gets swept up as you bring your mace up, but it's not enough to bring it down. It continues running 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, that is going to be its turn. Tim, what do you do in response?
If it's running away, I will turn around and let it go.
Amazing. Okay.
And I will use all my movement to get down to the stairs.
Awesome. Cool. Okay. Bug, you're last up here. What do you do?
Bug is just gonna kind of look around at the scattered bodies and go, oh, I guess you don't need me to finish a fight, and kind of trudge towards the stairs now.
Amazing. All right, so you start making your way down the steps as well. As you make your way down, you find, I believe, that it is also pitch dark. No, I don't think it is actually. You make your way down, and you find yourselves in a room. Let me make sure that everyone is on here. Sorry, just a second. There's you. You're already on there, Josh. Tim is down here. Bumped into Josh. And Bug, you are right here. The sounds of the battle upstairs begin to go quieter and quieter, you notice, Josh. As you hear Tim kind of taking the brunt of a couple hits, but he starts running his way towards the steps. This is right after Eerie started running down the steps and ran into your back. You emerge in this very, very dark room. Tim, you can't see anything. Eerie, you can't see anything.
This is like magical darkness of some kind?
As far as you can tell, it's just dark down here.
Okay, because I got 300 feet of dark vision, baby.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, as part of my Twilight Cleric feature, I have Eyes of the Night, I have dark vision out to 300 feet, and as an action, I can share it with up to 3 people that I can see within 10 feet of me.
Awesome.
For an hour.
Whoa.
I don't know if that's about to be the hardest thing ever to do in Foundry, but...
What do you have, dark vision, sorry?
Yes.
Dark vision.
Eyes of Night, Twilight Cleric feature, dark vision to 300 feet, and I would like to use that as an action to share it with all 3 of my companions, and it lasts for an hour, so everybody will have dark vision to 300 feet.
Amazing. Okay, so, perfect. But why don't you narrate for me exactly how you bestow that upon your party, please?
Oh, love that. I think that, again, kind of keeping in the theme of Fey magic and like things that feel very ethereal, there's just this kind of like misty silvery sheen that goes over Eerie's eyes. And coats them so that then they gleam a little bit metallically, and when he looks out he gets that black and white like infrared vision, and then as he turns to look at his companions, they also are enswirled by that silvery slight mist, and their eyes go metallic as well, and they all have Eyes of Night.
Amazing. Okay,
You're
so
looking sick.
you all are able to see now. Let me grant that. Let me grant that to Tim as well. Vision. Dark vision. Cool. Okay, so you emerge in this room. It is.
Are we supposed to be able to see the room right now?
So you should be able to see in grayscale. Are you able to see?
I just see blackness around us. We're all in grayscale, our figures, but...
Okay.
How far out can you see? Because I can see, like, probably a good 10, 15 squares in front of us.
I can literally just see our figures. That's the only thing on my
Okay.
screen.
It's showing for me.
I can try reloading it if that...
Maybe try that. Let's see. Here, I can do this too. Just checking one thing. Okay.
Looks the same to me still.
Does it? It's like black, or is it gray?
Yeah, it's just black.
Okay, that's interesting. Give me just a quick second. Let me see what's...
Can everyone else see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, let's just do this then.
You can see the character portraits though, or the whole thing is black?
Yeah, I can see the portraits.
That is interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna give you. Let me see. Are you able to see now?
Ooh.
Oh,
I was gonna say I would have pulled out a torch
Okay.
probably anyway, but I didn't want to steal
Yeah.
the thunder
Okay,
from
perfect.
from Twilight Cleric.
I still couldn't see. We were like lit up in torchlight, but
Oh, interesting.
I
But you can't see the
anything
map.
else. Yeah, no,
Oh,
the map isn't
interesting.
showing.
Okay. Cool. We'll have to work with that. I'll try to fix that in just a second. But in the meantime, just for purposes of getting the narrative continuing to go, I'll come back to you. But what it is that you see is you enter this room. It is several hundred feet long. About half, the width is about half as long as it's how long it is. The ceiling is about 30 feet above you. And the wide stone tiles are across the floor. The ceiling itself is supported by 3 pillars that run down the center of the room. Each pillar is expertly carved to resemble 5 chromatic dragons, supporting the ceiling with their forelimbs. You can make out faded mosaics on the ceilings and walls depicting colorful dragons in flight. The sprawling scene is marred by knotty roots that have poked through the tilework. And you also notice, as Eerie gives you vision, this dark vision, and as Tim lights his torch, you see a mass of zombies on the far side of the room that pull away from the kobolds that they were eating and turn towards the source of the light and begin to make their way towards you. And unfortunately, we're going to have to go through initiative again, team. Give me just a second. I'll put you all in combat and we'll get going.
I feel like as everyone ran down here, Josh was feeling very spooked because he was told everyone to come and no one came, and then someone bumped into him. So as everyone kind of clusters behind him, he's just like, whoa! Turns around and flails his arms. He's very gangly. He's 6'5", and he just kind of bumps into everybody. He's very disoriented. Then he sees everyone staring across the room, and he's like, huh? Turns around.
I love that he came down here and then just stood there for in the dark alone for.
I mean, to be fair, I wasn't in his face, but.
All right, so there we go. We've got the room lit up.
Got 31 initiative.
Amazing. Okay, Josh, you are starting out first. What do you do?
Can I ask or investigate if there is another room, or is this it?
You can see as you look around the room, you can see that there are doors to the left and to the right of you. One of them looks to be open. The one that's on the left looks to be open, but it's kind of ahead and to the left. You got, I don't know. It's probably, you can see that it is. Whoops.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, perfect. So that one's open.
Is there one all the way across the room?
I'm sorry?
Is there one all the way across the room?
There is. On the far side of the room itself as well, there's another door there.
I kind of want to hope that door is not super important. And I want to cast Shatter over where the zombies are.
Incredible. All right, why don't you explain what that does while I'm continuing to get this set up.
Yes. Description. Okay, so a sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius of a sphere centered on that point must make a con saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save or half on a successful. Let's do it.
Sorry. Okay. So so these 4 need to make a
Con save.
con save. Okay, I'll start with the one up here.
Background sound effects are so fucking cool. Just gotta say it. They
Yeah,
go
I love
fast.
that.
Okay, 23 for that one, so that's probably a pass. Now this one right here, 6. That's probably gonna be a miss. This one next, that's a 10, and this one here for 15.
Okay. So it was a 14.
Amazing.
So 2 of them passed, I think. and 2
Cool.
failed.
I think the 2 at the bottom, I think, failed.
So the damage for that is going to be 21.
Amazing. Okay,
Nice.
so why don't you narrate for me exactly what happens? They're all still up, but why don't you narrate for me what happens?
My guess for what was maybe going to happen in this situation is that we are underground, and asking the thunder to come underground with us is a little dangerous. And my expectation would be that maybe there would be a little collapse in the ceiling or something, or at least things are dislodged, maybe falling on the zombies. Some sort of structural damage maybe going on over here, and yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so they take some of the damage from the falling kind of ceiling tiles as they fall on them, but it looks like it's just pissing them off even more. Anything else, Josh?
Yeah, I want to do some healing for Tim, because I know
Amazing.
he's unwell.
Cool.
So we'll do... Or healing.
I'll take it.
Better than nothing.
Thank you.
And that will be my turn.
Okay, next up is Eerie. What do you do?
Oh boy. Can you unpause the game real quick? I
Yes,
want to see
sorry, thank you.
how far I can move. Okay, so I would like to. The 2 bottom ones in that green circle are the ones who took full damage from the shatter.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, so of those 2, I'm gonna make a longbow attack on the one on the left first.
Perfect.
Just for flavor, because they're undead. Obviously, if you hit a vital organ, they're not like, oh no, my heart, my whatever. So I definitely am going for like knee joints, foot joints, anything that can like crack and like slow them down.
Perfect.
Because their little rotting bodies just can't move. So that is the 14.
14's a hit.
Hell yeah! So that's gonna be 6 damage.
Awesome.
And then from my dreadful strikes, another 1, so 7 damage.
Awesome. So you notch your arrow, you fire it off, and it lands directly into kind of like the shoulder, in between, or I guess like in the armpit area. You can see that its arm kind of like falls to the ground. It looks towards its arm, wondering why it's. Well, I mean, it's trying to move its arm, but it won't. But it looks directly at you, being the source of the firing. Anything else?
If it's still up, I'm gonna take my second attack on that same zombie.
Absolutely.
These little bastards are tough. That's a 13.
That is another hit. Nice. How much damage?
Yes. That's gonna be 6, and they can only take the dreadful strikes once a turn. So just 6 more.
You fire off this second arrow, and it goes directly into the neck of this zombie. You can see that it's kind of like staggering around at this point. It's on its last legs, hanging by a thread. But if that is the end of your turn, right?
Yep, that'll be it.
Next up is this zombie up here. You see it pulls away from this, what appears to be a dead kobold that it was feasting on. You see this kind of fleshy sinew is dripping from its mouth, and blood is dripping from its chin. It starts making its way towards you, shambling 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. It's just going to keep coming then. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. It starts making its way towards you. That's going to be the end of its turn. Next up, we've got this one all the way back here is also going to start making its way towards you. Let's see. Whoops.
I don't like this. I'm just a little guy.
Okay, it is going to make its way 60 feet directly towards you, Eerie. That is going to be the end of its turn. Next up, this one here. It is also going to start making its way, let's see, 50, 55 feet. Starts making its way towards you, Eerie.
Cool.
Okay, next up is this one right here, I believe. It is going to... No, that one went. Okay, next up is this one. It is going to lift up its claws, swing down at you, Eerie. First attack for a 19 to hit.
Yup.
Okay, dealing 5 points of slashing damage as it slashes down against you, hits you directly kind of in your torso. It rears back with its second hand, swings down for a 23 to hit, which is a hit, dealing another 8 points of slashing damage against you. That is going to be the end of its turn. Bug, you are up. What would you like to do?
Okay, Bug is going to... Bug's not looking so hot, but I think it would be extremely out of character for him to not run up here and start trying to hit our creepy guys.
Okay.
So he's just gonna do his favorite move, which is he's angry from upstairs. He has a lot of like repressed energy from previously. So yeah, we're just gonna do our favorite maul attack in just a second.
You're totally good.
Okay, that's 25 to hit on the guy right in front of me.
Absolutely, that's a hit. How much damage?
That is 8 damage.
Okay. You swing at it, you hit it directly in its chest, you feel its chest kind of cave in. It's almost caving in too easily, and it's unnerving and disgusting to you, but you can see that it's still up. You pull your maul out, and you see there's this huge indentation left where the impact of the maul was.
How's it looking?
It is looking not great. It's still up, but it's not looking good at all.
Okay. I'm just gonna do another regular attack then. That is critical hit.
Amazing job.
And 27
Oh
damage.
my, how do you take out the zombie?
Bug is so upset right now. He's really upset that he wasn't able to get all the kobolds upstairs and that his friends didn't need him to finish that fight. So he just goes two-handed down from the head of the zombie to the floor.
Oh.
A crush, the whole thing.
Incredible. Amazing. You can see the two zombies next to it don't react at all. They continue their attempting to devour Eerie. Anything else, Bug?
No, that's it for me.
All right. Next up, we've got this zombie back here. Gonna run forward 5, 10, 15. Swinging at you, Eerie. First attack as it rears up with its hands for 20 to hit. I believe it is. Yes. Okay. Dealing 9 points of damage to you, Eerie. Second attack with its claw for 23, which is another hit, dealing 9 more points of damage to you.
Oh no.
All right, that is going to be the end of its turn. Tim, you are finally up. What are you doing?
I'm going to run up. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to activate my Channel Divinity ability, which is a cleric ability. Any undead I see within 30 feet must make a Wisdom saving throw or be turned.
Incredible.
And I guess we can get into what that happens when they fail.
Awesome. Okay, Wisdom. Okay, so I'll start. I'm gonna make an L, starting with the one that's directly in front of you. That's a 13. This one right here. 19. This one.
Success.
Critical miss. Oh, and that one's dead. Cool.
Okay, so those two fail, and
Yes.
the one succeeds. They must spend their. 1 second, I just screwed that. A creature must spend its turn moving as far away as it can. For its action, it can only use dash. If there's no way to move, it can use dash. So they must run away from me, and if any of them are CR 1/2 or lower, they are instantly destroyed.
Amazing. Okay, unfortunately, neither of them are instantaneously destroyed, but you see there's this kind of like odd look of some sort of recognition or some sort of like, not consciousness, but like an understanding of the dire situation it's in. You see as the two of them begin to turn around in the hopes of getting away from this danger that you now pose to it. Anything else, Tim?
No, that's true.
All right. Next up is this one. It kind of like it sees its two companions beginning to fear, and it kind of like it pushes the two of them out of the way, and it makes its way back towards you, Eerie.
Why though? Why did it do that though?
Dealing to hit for 23, which I believe is a hit, dealing 6 points of damage. It lifts up its other arm.
I am down.
No. Okay. Actually.
Wait, did they not move? Weren't they supposed to move?
It's this one.
This is the one that succeeded.
Yeah, it's the one that succeeded. So the next attack against you, Eerie, for a 9.
That does not hit.
Okay.
So no automatic death save failure.
Love to hear that. Love that so much. Josh, you are up. What do you do?
Okay, I'm going to run in here, and I'm going to cast. I'm gonna cast Motivational Speech on Tim and Eerie. So, what this does is, I'm gonna give you a little speech, and you are both gonna get 5 temporary hit points and have advantage on Wisdom saving throws. And if you're hit by an attack, you have advantage on the next attack roll that you make. Once you lose the temporary hit points, then the spell ends.
Quick question from the dead guy. Would temporary hit points bring me back from unconsciousness or
I was
not?
actually just looking that up. I think probably. I think it does, but let me just double check.
While you're looking, I'll give my speech. Oh my god, guys!
I'm seeing it will
Are you
not
okay?
allow you to be. I'm seeing it will not allow you to become conscious. I'm so sorry.
Okay, well, Eerie can't hear my speech, but Tim can hear my speech.
There we go. Perfect. Amazing.
I know you can do this, Tim. And Eerie, we're looking out for you. We're gonna do everything we can to win this fight. You know, Tim, you are strong, you are brave, you are beautiful, and you can do this. Let's go.
Such an inspiring speech. Thank you so much for that, Josh. Anything else?
Yes. You're gonna get Yuri back up.
Nice. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Five feeling.
Awesome.
Or could we retcon that those happened reversed so that way they could get the 10 HP?
That's fine by me.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to do
Can I
that?
have yes, please.
Perfect. Okay. So Josh, you start giving your speech, and Tim's like, wait. Heal him first. And so you heal.
Yeah, get him up first. So he needs to listen to this speech. It's so good. Make sure he's awake for it.
You heal Erie. Erie, you feel this warmth surround your body as this kind of white, almost mist-like substance begins to engulf your body, and you take in a deep breath, and you feel the air entering your lungs. You stand up, feeling still, terrified given the circumstances, but glad that you are up and conscious, and you take 5 points of healing from Josh. But then you hear this incredibly moving speech that Josh begins to give, and you just feel so invigorated by what he has to say. You take 5 temporary hit points, right? 5 more. So amazing job. Amazing job. Okay. Anything else, Josh?
Unfortunately, I can't really do anything else.
All right. Erie, we are now back to you. You were just brought back into consciousness. What's going on?
Okay. I don't say this to be shady towards Josh. I felt very inspired. I don't know that I felt so inspired that I'm not afraid anymore, having just been ripped into by what felt like an endless series of zombie attacks. So Erie doesn't have that much magic left at his disposal, and I think what he does have is like all channeling into the centers of his brain that are like run, get away, go. So I am gonna bonus action Misty Step.
Incredible.
So
amazing.
I can move, teleport 30 feet to a spot within range.
But also, it does say that my speech inspires you to greatness.
Them's the rules, so...
So, you should feel pretty great.
I was
Very slowly
say,
Misty Stepping. Very slowly Misty Stepping. Give me 1 second.
but I think you would have fallen prone, so you Misty stepped while prone, which I think is pretty funny. So you just like appear somewhere else laying down.
Yeah, I'm just like... so then I'll use half my movement to stand up, I guess, if I'm prone from going unconscious. And then I will take both of my attacks on the zombie out of the 3 who are left alive, who are closest to us, who was not affected by the turn undead. So the one who's still coming.
This one.
Yeah, so that's going to be a 17 to hit on the first hit. Hits.
That's a hit.
So that is 5 damage plus another 4 from the Dreadful Strike. So that's 9 on the first hit.
Incredible.
And then second hit is going to be a 16 to hits.
Yep.
And that's going to be another 9 damage. So 18 total to this zombie.
Amazing. You see that this black ichor begins to seep out of the wounds from where you hit it, but it's still up. Anything else, Erie?
Yeah, as the next person goes, I'm just going to use my last 15 feet of movement to continue backing up towards this table and kind of like get behind it a little bit.
Incredible. Okay, next up, we've got this zombie way back here. It's going to start shambling its way over to you, Tim. That's going to be its turn. Next up is the one back here. And it is going to 60 feet there. Okay, and then next up, this one back here. They are just coming for you, team. They are on their way.
Good luck.
Okay, next up is the one of the ones that has been terrified. It's going to try to run away, but that's going to trigger an opportunity attack from both Tim and Josh. Tim, you want to go first?
Oh, you know what? I actually have advantage on that because of the motivational speech.
Amazing.
Well, a 14 to hit.
14 is a hit. How much damage do you do?
8 damage.
Awesome. Okay, Josh, how about you?
We are gonna. So can I move for this or no?
Just an attack.
Okay. So it's like closest one is like 10 feet away.
You're attacking this one. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Sorry about
it's
that.
getting ready to move away from you.
Okay, I will stab him with my dagger.
Awesome.
Wait, was that advantage or no? No. Okay. 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. And then this will be 7 piercing.
Amazing. Okay. 7 points of piercing. You plunge your dagger into the chest of this zombie, but it is still up and it turns, runs away from you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That is the end of its turn. Next up is you, Bug. What are you doing?
Okay, so I am going to use, well, I'm gonna move over, so I'm standing one at this one to my right. There we go. And then I'm gonna use my fainting attack, or my fainting, fainting attack to gain advantage. And then add a superiority die to my attack.
Motivational. Just wasn't mechanically motivational.
Okay. Yeah, so advantage on that. I got a 25 to hit.
Amazing.
And then I get a plus D8 on that.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll a D8 here. So that makes that 10 damage.
Awesome. Okay. It is still up, but you can see that it is not looking particularly great.
Okay.
Anything
I'm
else?
just gonna take my next
Perfect.
attack on him.
Oh,
Oof. Yeah, that's an 8 to hit, so.
okay. Okay, so is that your turn then, Bug?
Yes, that's my turn.
Okay. Next up, we've got this one. It is now also going to run away. No opportunity attacks it has to worry about. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That is going to be the end of its turn. Tim, you're up.
I am going to cast Spirit Guardians,
Awesome.
which is a large AoE spell. And I guess technically it doesn't do anything on this turn because it takes effect on their turn. So.
Okay. Amazing. That is going to be perfect. Okay, cool. So anything else then?
You are coming through muted for me all of a sudden.
Oh, sorry, I mismuted there. I'm going to also cast a bonus. Can I do 2 spells in a turn if one is a bonus action? I know that's something some DMs do not allow.
I'll say go for it. Why not? Why not?
And I will cast Shield of Faith on myself as well.
Perfect. Amazing. Okay, so that was your...
Oh, you know what?
Might as well.
I can't. I do not have concentration for it. I need concentration for this. So
Okay, well,
cancel
there you
that.
go. Never mind. Perfect. Okay. Next up, we've got this one back here. It is going to step forward. Oh, wait. What do I do? Okay, when you cast a spell, you can designate a number of creatures you see to be unaffected. Unaffected creature speed is halved.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save.
And if it
Perfect.
fails, it takes 3d8 radiant damage.
Thank you. Okay. 17.
Yes.
That passes, so it takes 4 radiant damage.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay, so it takes that
No
damage.
vulnerability?
It is going to step forward. It's going to attack you, Tim. Raises its hand, swings down at you for a critical miss. Raises his other hand, swings at you for a 23, which is a hit, dealing 7 points of slashing damage to you. That's going to be the end of its turn. Next up is Josh, back to the top of the round. What do you do?
I guess I will just move forward and get this one on my left. With the dagger again. To 11 to hit.
Incredible.
Does that hit or no?
Yeah, it does hit. I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
7 piercing.
Awesome. Okay, it is still up, but just barely. You plunge your dagger in, and you just kind of like drag your dagger down the front of its torso. You see this black ichor begin to spill out onto your hands as you do so. But you pull your dagger out. It's still up, but only barely. Anything else, Josh?
Yes. As a bonus action, I'm going to give Bug a bardic inspiration.
Yay!
And then, just so you know, I have unfailing inspiration, so if you use this for ability check, attack roll, or saving throw, and it fails, you can keep the die and use it again later.
Sick.
Amazing.
And I think it lasts for 10 minutes.
What size is your bardic?
How big is your bardic,
what size
bro?
dice? Yeah, bro. How big's your bardic?
It looks like 1d8.
D6, I think. D8.
D8. Okay.
All right, anything else, Josh?
No.
All right, Erie, back to you. You are running away as fast as you can. What do you do as you make your way down there?
Panting, bleeding, not looking good, but definitely looking at Tim, who I think had the right idea. And there's a little part of my brain that's like, if any one of us can survive this and get everybody else back on their feet, I think it's Tim. So I'm going to use my last first level spell slot to bonus action Shield of Faith on Tim.
Awesome.
And give you a little +2 to AC. And then out of the assembled zombies who are in close range, who's looking the most hurt?
Let's see. Oops. Let's see. I would say. Go finding them now. Sorry.
You're good.
It would be this one, right in the thick of things.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my first longbow attack on that guy.
Cool.
That is a 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
So that's 5 damage, and then from Dreadful Strikes is another 4, so that's 9 damage on that guy.
How do you take out that zombie?
Oh yeah, I think like as Eerie gets closer to death and that kind of like last bit of magic is zipping through him, it's like kind of like a sparking electrical wire. Like it's not good, and I think that it's starting to transfer onto his arrows and his swords as well. So you just see this like streak of an arrow sparking a little bit with like metallic-y fairy fire, and then it goes off in a little boom right as it hits him in the face.
Beautiful. It goes down. Its face is like missing at this point. Okay, anything else?
Hi, Felicia. Yeah, I'm gonna take my second attack.
Perfect.
Who's looking next? Worse.
Next would be probably... this guy right here, right in front of Bug.
All right, let me look out for my man Bug. That is gonna be a 23 to hit.
That's a hit. Nice.
That is all of these ones for damage rolls. That's 5 damage regular, and then he only gets 1 from my dreadful strike, so 6 damage to that guy.
Awesome. Okay, anything else?
That'll be, I'll probably, in a second, I'll move myself. I'm going as far back into the corner as I can. Like, I'm putting as much room between these zombies and myself as possible.
Perfect. All right, so you start scurrying your way back to the corner of the room. In the meantime, this one right here is going to attack you, Tim. It is going to attack you with two swipes of its hands. First attack, dealing for an 11.
It's not hit.
All right, second attack for 22, which is a hit, dealing 4 points of damage. That's going to be its turn. Next up, this zombie right here, it's going to swing at you, Bug, twice with its claws. First attack, which is a 22 to hit, dealing 9 points of damage. Second attack for a 19, which hits, dealing 7 more points of slashing damage. That is the end of
I'm
its
down.
Bug is down. Okay, you go down as you... he swings down at you with its second claw attack, and you fall to the ground, unconscious.
I have a quick question about this. I have the what's the ability called? I have the ability where
Relentless endurance.
yeah. So when I am reduced to 0 but not killed, I can drop to 1 instead. Does that apply here?
Absolutely, yeah. So
Okay,
you're at
sick.
1 hit
Okay.
point. Yes.
Cool.
Amazing.
As well as the one that had attacked me needed to take a wisdom saving check
You're
because
right.
it's inside the spirit guardian.
You are right. Let me do that very quickly now, too. Roll a 15.
That's a success.
Okay.
So it takes...
half damage.
Oh, I guess that's another thing. Do you want us to roll each time or just use the original roll?
Does it say in the rules? I would just assume re-roll each time, if you're cool with that.
Okay, well then no, it's better for me. I got 5 damage this time.
Awesome. Okay, all right. So, so it takes that damage from Tim's spell. Bug, you are hanging on by a thread, but you're still hanging on. Incredible. Okay, next up, that's the end of its turn.
I succeed on the concentration check from when it did hit me.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. Okay, this zombie up here, who is afraid. Is it still afraid now? Does it still need to keep going, Tim?
1 minute. Yep.
Perfect. Okay, so it's going to continue along. It's going to move 60 feet. It's just going to kind of like run to the corner of the room. It's cowering. That's where it's hanging out. Next up is Bug. What do you do in response to having been hit by that zombie?
I'm just gonna keep hitting it.
Smart.
Yeah, so that is gonna be 23 to hit
Yes, absolutely.
and 13 damage.
How do you take out that zombie? You are getting your revenge in, Bug. I love it.
Yeah, every time this is Bug's MO, you know. He gets really upset and then he just gets to take it out. This time though he is really struggling. He's like his knees are kind of weak, so it's kind of a wild swing.
Yeah.
But you know, it's all that was necessary. So he just kind of swings one arm and like clocks it around my shoulders.
Incredible. It goes down. Anything else, Bug?
I'm just gonna back away a little bit. I'm just gonna stagger away.
Perfect.
Just a little bit here.
All right. Tim, you are up now. What do you do?
I think I'll just swing my mace at it. A 22 to hit.
22 is a hit. Roll me damage, please.
8 damage.
8 points. And are you attacking the one to your left?
Correct. The left one.
Perfect. All right. Anything else?
That's my turn.
Awesome. Okay. Josh, back to the top of the
Oh,
round.
actually, you know what?
Yeah, go for it. What?
Sorry, I'm going to do a bonus action
Perfect.
healing word.
Amazing.
Heal bug. Oh, I don't have it prepared. I apologize.
Oh, no.
I forgot about that.
Not the fake out. Bug is like super excited to get this
I switched
healing.
up my spell list. I had it before, but then I didn't.
Okay, Rob, Seth just reminded me
Yes.
that I have second wind available.
Okay.
Would you be willing to let me retcon that? That I
Absolutely.
get that also on my turn?
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah. Amazing.
Cool. I can roll that while you guys keep going.
Okay. Perfect. Josh, you are up again. What are you doing?
Great. I'm surrounded by dead zombies, so I guess.
Yeah, you're feeling
I
pretty
will,
good.
Go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna flank this one.
Amazing.
Gonna get a little dagger action. Does 11 hit?
It does hit. Go ahead and roll me damage, please.
6 piercing.
Amazing. Okay, it's still up, but you can see that it is totally bleeding this ichor at this point.
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Bug. It's going to be 5 healing.
Okay. I'm feeling a lot better. I got 10 from my second wind, so I'm doing okay.
Incredible.
Okay, and that'll be my turn.
Awesome. Okay, next up is Eerie.
Still over here. Still alive. And I'm going to this time specifically aim for the zombie who's in between Josh and Tim
Perfect.
with my longbow. So that's going to be a 11 to hit.
That is a hit, actually.
Woo! Okay, so there we go, 12 damage, and then another one from Dreadful Strikes for 13.
You fire off this bow, or this arrow. It kind of like lodges in the bottom side of its neck, kind of like where the neck and the skull kind of are attached. It kind of lodges into that. You see it's staggering a little bit. It's looking like it's feeling very woozy, almost like it's about ready to die, but not quite there yet.
Okay, then I'm gonna hope that it dies from Spirit Guardians, and I'm gonna attack the one 5 feet north of it.
Perfect.
So that's gonna be a 20 to hit.
Another
not
hit.
net. That is 10 damage plus 3 from Dreadful Strikes, 13 on that guy.
Awesome. That one, first time it took damage, but you do a clean hit. The arrow embeds itself in its torso. Anything else?
That's it for me. I'm gonna stay here in the corner.
Awesome. Okay, this zombie's up next. It is going to attack you again, Tim.
But first it's gonna roll for Spirit Guardians.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Thank you. I appreciate you all keeping me up to date, or remembering that there's so much to keep track of. I appreciate it. But a 14?
That matches. So
Okay, so
I never remember.
I think it's a save then. If it's
It takes 5 damage.
looks like it didn't matter either way. How do you take out that zombie?
I think the little like flittering spirit guardians slowly begin to eat away at it, and it just sort of collapses onto the floor and then disappears into dust.
Incredible. Well, before it disappears into dust, you can see its body begins to bloat more and more until eventually this noxious creature just bursts, dealing. Or I need you and Josh to please give me a Constitution saving throw.
14.
Sorry, did you say I had to make a con save?
Yes, please.
Okay. Sorry, it was raining and I had to go close my window.
Oh, you're totally good.
How do I roll it on Foundry? It's not letting me.
There's a saving throw section at the top.
Yeah, it's like top right, not top. There we go. Okay, for a 10. Okay, Tim, you take 10 points of poison damage as this corpse now explodes in your face. Josh, you take 20 points of poison damage as it does the same to you. You're caught in the blast.
God dang.
That is the end of its. Yeah, that's the end of its turn because it was Spirit Guardians that. Cool. Okay, so that is. Next up is this one up here. It is going to make its way towards you. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to attack you, Josh.
As it enters the.
Good
it will
call.
also.
Not Josh.
Oh, wait, you know what?
Tim.
I will make my. Oh, no, it doesn't, as I have failed my concentration
No.
check. So the Spirit Guardians disappear.
Awful, awful. Okay. Whoops.
I'm at 1 HP.
Hate that. Okay.
Do you? Or do you love that?
No, I want all of my players to succeed. Okay, this one attacks you, Tim. 10, which I think is a miss. Second attack, 18, which is a hit, dealing 8 points of slashing damage against you. That is
18 is not a hit against me.
It is not? Oh my god.
I've got 19 and then plus 2 from the Shield of Faith.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry, I assumed. I just thought you were weaker. Okay, that is going to be its turn then. Next up, we've got this zombie here. It's going to attack you, Josh. It sees you are so almost ready to be down for the count. It attacks for 21.
That does hit.
5 points of damage as you go down.
Oh, no!
Okay, so you are unconscious. And then it is going to attack you one more time. I don't think it's going to hold back. It's going to attack you for an 11 to hit, which is a miss, I think. Right? Hopefully.
Yeah, barely.
Okay, good.
Do you get armor when you're unconscious? Sorry, I don't mean to be like, oh, we all die, but I don't know. I don't think you get your armor class if you're unconscious.
Oh, that's right. Oh, is it? Oh, it's an automatic critical hit, isn't it? Or not critical hit, it's an automatic hit, right?
It is a hit.
Tim!
Maybe are technically 2 death saving failures.
Okay, Josh, that's
We've been getting away with a lot. We can't get away with everything here.
that's true. Thank you.
Nobody
Thank
else
you
is
so
nobody else
much,
is gonna be
Noah.
able to get to him. I can get Josh back up.
Okay, so that's 2 death saves you have there, Josh. Oh my god, this is scary. Okay. Oh, okay. This one back here, it's still, it's afraid. It's running away, and it eventually that just kind of, these are gonna, yeah, perfect. Okay. Next up, oh, this is scary. Bug, you're up. What do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna head over to the guy next to Tim and just hit him with my hammer. Okay, that is 24 to hit.
24 is a hit.
And sorry, my computer's being slow.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Take your time. I'm still trying to process everything. My heart is pounding, actually. I'm so worried.
I used too many spells while we were fighting the bandits and the kobolds, because I didn't know there were gonna be zombies too.
That's 10 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack again. Actually, wait 1 second. Let me see if there's anything else I want to do. Okay, just gonna attack now. 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, I'm gonna use my menacing attack on that to add a d8 to the damage roll,
Okay.
and they also need to make a wisdom save.
How about an 8?
I believe that fails, but let me just double check. Okay, it's not telling me what the save is on that. Is that... Sorry. Oh, sorry. DC 15. So yeah, no, that fails.
Cool.
Cool. So then I'm just gonna roll damage. So that means that they are afraid of me until the end of my...
Perfect.
So then I need to add d8. Okay, so then they also take 19 points of damage.
Oh.
No, sorry, 17 points of damage.
17. This one, right?
17. Yeah, the one right in front of me.
Okay. How do you take out this zombie?
With a lot of fear in my heart, for sweet, annoying Josh, I'm angry that he's been threatened, and I just, with all of the looking at his limp body on the ground, his limp lifeguard body, I just hit this guy in the face.
Okay. It goes down, lifeless. Lifeless for good this time. You can see that this one's body begins to swell and burst. I need for you and Tim to please give me Constitution saving throws, please.
I don't know if it's gonna matter.
I know. I'm so sad. Okay.
I fail.
Okay, Tim fails. Bug passes. Okay, Bug, you take... Wait, what is the math there? You take 8 points of poison damage. Tim, you take 17 points. I think Tim...
He's all unconscious.
Tim goes down, right? Yep. Okay. Alright, Tim goes unconscious now as well. Okay. Josh, we are back to you. You have You've taken 2 death saves. I need you to give me a death saving throw, please.
Okay, what is that?
So that means you just need to roll a d20. If it's, I believe it's above 10 or above, you succeed, which you do.
It's 10.
Incredible, right? Is it 10 or above, or is it 11 or above? Let me check.
No, it's 10 or above. It's 10 or above. It's 10 or above.
Okay, it's 10 or above. Perfect. You're good. So you have 2 death saves, 1 success. So make sure you keep track of that. Okay, that is the end of Josh's turn. Erie, you're up. What do you do?
If you will allow an above-the-table question to Josh, Josh, do you have any spell slots left?
One sec. I have 1 second level left.
All right, it's on you to get Tim up, and I'm gonna bonus action second level healing word my last spell slot on Josh. So that is gonna be 9 HP back to Josh.
Incredible! Oh my God, Josh.
And then I think actually I had to take my movement before that to get in range for healing words.
That's,
so once...
yeah, feel free to do that. Yeah.
Josh is gonna go. Oh, bad.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
I was afraid I would never hear that voice again.
Oh my God, me too.
You're muted. Can anyone else hear?
No.
No.
We can't hear you.
Trying to rejoin, I guess.
Yeah. Still having trouble hearing you. Sorry. There we go. Hello.
There
I
you
literally
are.
didn't change any of my settings, so I don't know why it did all of that.
Well, it gave us a little bit of time to kind of like catch our breath, so that's good. Ooh.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to take my 2 longbow attacks on the 1 standing zombie who is in our vicinity.
Amazing. Go for it.
First one is a 12 to hit, hits.
It's a hit.
So that is 9 damage plus 3 for dreadful strikes. 12 damage on the first hit.
All right.
Second
Still
attack
up.
is gonna be natural or a non-natural 20
Perfect.
to hit, and then that's gonna be another 12 damage.
How do you take out this last zombie?
Oh, thank God. Yeah. So it's just sheer desperation. I have poured out the last of my magical energy, so it is just sparking off of me very frenetically, and then sizzles out. And as it sizzles out, the last little bit of it goes into those final 2 arrows, and they just lodge in each shoulder of the zombie and kind of burst with light, and its arms blow off, and then it just kind of dissolves into a little silvery mist.
Beautiful. And with that, combat comes to an end. And everything goes quiet again. All you hear is kind of a stray dripping of liquid from somewhere in this room. You hear the quiet panting of your friends as you all kind of like come to the realization of how close you all were to death. And in fact, one of you is still unconscious, I believe, right?
Yes, Tim.
What do you all do at the end of combat?
Josh is gonna run over to Tim. Cowabunga! Sorry, I can't take myself seriously. I'm just gonna cast Sealing Word at 2nd level.
Oh, amazing.
9 healing.
Amazing.
I sort of wake up mid-punch and almost hit Josh. I'm like, oh, okay.
Welcome back, dude.
So, Tim, you take a deep breath. Your vision comes back into focus. The torch that you were carrying is kind of like on the ground, still alight. You grab it and you start staggering to your feet. You get up and you take a look around at your companions. Everyone looks pretty worse for wear. Is there anything anyone would like to do in this moment? Otherwise, I'll give everyone an opportunity to do something if they want to. Otherwise, we've got about an hour left. We can take a break if we want to do that and just get back into it after the break, or if you want to do something beforehand. What are we thinking?
How long do those temp HP from the motivational speech last for?
I think it was 10 minutes.
1 hour.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Dope.
Okay.
Because I need it. I think Eerie would just approach the other three and is like gonna really shoot a glare specifically at Josh, who ran down here in the first place, and say, "This place is a fucking death trap. We need to get out now."
Oh, I was gonna say we could sit on these chairs for a bit and take a little bit of a short rest.
I'm down to take a rest. I just don't want to do it down in this nasty, undead, infested crypt of nasty grossness.
All right. Where do you suggest?
Literally anywhere else. Anywhere else. We could go to the top of the stairs. Anywhere else. Tim
Yeah,
just
let's
scared
just go
away 2
outside.
zombies. But they're still just out there.
Okay, should we go up the stairs?
Yeah, I was gonna say we should either go
Boys.
up and rest or short rest.
Okay, if we're doing a short rest,
Yeah.
I have Song of Rest, so everyone's gonna get an extra 1d6 of HP.
Bug or Tim, did either of you have anything else you wanted to do down in the crypt before we go up top?
No.
I mean, can we do like a quick perception to see if there's anything to see, or
I mean, there's other
Or
rooms.
anything that might follow us up?
I'm scared of what's in the other rooms.
Well, I figured if we're gonna look around, we're
I
gonna
don't-
go back up and then have to look around again anyway.
Yeah.
okay, fair enough. Yeah, okay, let's just get out of here then.
Okay, you make your way back upstairs. And then let me make sure.
So I'm a little concerned because we also had an encounter up here. I am a little concerned about taking a long rest, but I think we all desperately need one. Is there like a survival or perception check or anything I can do to like, just kind of like, how dangerous does it seem to set up camp here for 8 hours?
Yeah, give me a survival check, I guess.
Ooh, that's a 19 on the die for a 22.
Yeah, you're pretty confident that you kind of like walk around Erie. You take a look at these kobolds. It's very clear that they are not native to this area. So as far as like native like wildlife or beings who could be harmful, you know that you took out most of the. Well, you took out all but one of the kobolds here that posed a threat to you, and you get the impression that the last one is not going to be making its way back to try to launch an attack against you with the rest of its team literally dead. And again, the wildlife you expect you're probably not going to have to deal with, so you deem it safe. You're not going to have any issues camping overnight.
Okay. I think in that case, Erie just like walks a few feet away from the stairs, kind of face plants into the grass. I have 5 HP left. I'm actively bleeding from multiple wounds, and I think I just say, "Bug, tent, please."
Yeah, I would agree to a long
Bug.
rest.
Yeah, but Bug is gonna pull out a tent from his pack as the mule of the group and start setting it up.
Cool. Bug, you start setting it up, and as you do, by the time you finish, the sun is. I mean, you timed it perfectly. The sun is just kind of going over the horizon, and you have your tent set up. Everyone kind of like collapses into this well-deserved sleep for the night. So what we're going to do here is everyone can feel free to take a long rest, and we're going to take like a 5-minute break. We got a little under an hour left, so we'll go ahead and take like a 5 to 7 minute break, and then we'll come back, right? Cool. Everyone on stream, we will see you in like 5 to 7 minutes. All right, see ya.
It's like, what, the middle of the night now?
Awesome. We are back. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, you're taking your long rest. It's like, I mean, is there anything you want to do in the middle of the night? Do you plan to, like, get up in the middle of the night, or do you just want your full rest?
No, yeah,
We
it
would
was
take-
like 8
we would
hours
take
if it
watch.
was like...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I
So
think...
I would volunteer to do first watch at least.
Awesome. Yeah. You go through the process of figuring out who's going to take watch when. I think given Erie's very confident determination that it's pretty safe, you're not too worried that you're going to come across anything. You do take your watches, but you divvy them up in enough of a way to know, to get enough rest that you still need to get the full long rest.
Yeah, and I only need 4 hours for a long rest.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So Josh is doing all the work anyway too. So
and I don't
perfect.
sleep anyway. So.
Yeah. Amazing.
I would just like, if we're taking watches, when you mentioned the sunset earlier, I thought that I'd like to imagine that Bug took the first watch because he, I think, was doing the best HP wise at the end of the fight. And I just like to imagine him sitting there, sort of like half slumped over and just like admiring the sunset after that battle.
Adorable. I love Bug so much. Sun sets. Bug eventually, after his watch, takes his rest, and we begin to rotate through. Everyone gets their long night of sleep. You wake up in the morning after a well-deserved rest. The sun is peeking through the leaves in the trees around you, and shining through the gaps of the standing stones around you. And eventually, the sun comes up a little bit further, and it's early morning at this point. You all get the opportunity to wake up feeling well rested, if a little, scratch that. Although very, very sore, given the events of yesterday and last night. But you're all awake, you're all alive, and very happy and glad to be that. What do you do after you all wake up? Kind of like take in the morning. What's everyone doing?
Tim is going to have a brief cleric ceremony where I invoke the blessing of the forge. I'm going to turn my chainmail into +1 chainmail.
Beautiful. What does that look like? How does that play out for you?
I'm a follower of Gond, who is the god of crafting, so I think it's very physical. It's not actually much of a religious ceremony. I'm like just working on it, but as I'm working on it, you can sense like divine radiant energy going in as I hit the hammer against the thing, and I'm adjusting all the little pieces, and then when I finish, it looks almost the same, but you can tell it has an aura about it, a radiant +1.
I think Josh is gonna switch out his weapons, so if we get into some more trouble, he's gonna have something else up his sleeve.
Interesting. That's very mysterious sounding.
I mean, I can tell you what it is, or it could just be a fun surprise. I mean, you already know what it is, but...
Bug, how are you doing this morning after getting a nice gaze at the sunset and after a full night of sleep? What's Bug doing this morning?
I think that Bug is setting up a little campfire, a little cooking fire, and making some oatmeal for everyone. He has like a little like pack of all the necessary stuff, with like some like powdered milk and oatmeal. Would I need to do like a survival check to find like a stream?
No.
To get. Okay, I'm just gonna. He's like up before, at least before Erie, I think, and then like has some oatmeal going and is sort of cleaning the like goo and guts off of his maul. He doesn't have a bunch of fancy equipment, but he just really likes taking care of his one big hammer that he really loves using. Yeah.
Amazing. Erie, how about you? What are you up to?
I have also been preparing my spells for the day, and I think I wake up and I'm just kind of like flitting around in the woods nearby, looking for something for breakfast, like any kind of small game that I can find and bring back to the group.
Awesome.
Dad 1 and Dad 2 of the party.
Okay.
Listen, you gotta eat something. You don't just wake up from 8 hours of sleep magically healed from all your wounds without a little bit of food.
Which you happily provide. Oat milk and game that you found from the wild. You bring it back. You all have a nice hearty breakfast, and your strength feels like it's pretty. You're pretty rejuvenated. You feel good to go. What are we doing now?
I feel like that was so chaotic. I forgot what we were trying to do.
Well, this is probably the... Oh, I guess let's take a moment to look at the Circle of Standing Stones, because I believe this is one of the things that was mentioned in one of the books that was stolen.
Josh is not observant enough to remember.
Oh, smart guy here. Reading stuff.
I guess I would want to make an investigation or a perception just to look around the standing stones. Do they have like carvings or anything on them, or?
Sure. Yeah. Give me a perception check, please.
I'll roll as well.
Okay.
I guess why not? Actually, I am pretty perceptive.
I got a 24.
24. Okay.
13.
13. Okay.
One.
So, Tim, you start walking around the stones. You can see that there's not, given what you've already seen of this, this massive structure underneath, you'd expect there to be some sort of marking or something commemorating or delineating this. This is a very important site. You see nothing on the boulders. They're bare. It's just, you see that they are, you gather that the stones themselves are the markings, giving
The way they're planted and arranged and stuff.
giving some indication that this is an important site. Otherwise, they're just boulders that are arranged in a circle. It does appear to you now, though, that the stairs themselves, they were ultimately easy to see after these kobolds got here, but it looks like kind of off to the side there was like greenery or something else that was used to conceal these steps. It's all been pushed away, and the stairs were now visible to any onlookers who walked past. So, yeah, you gather that it was something that tried to be hidden, but was not any longer.
No giant series of footsteps back and forth or anything. It's...
You see, you see some tracks, but you gather that most of these small-sized tracks are likely from the kobolds that were going in and out of this this structure. Yes.
Could I do specifically an Arcana check to see if I can learn anything about the type of ritual this was?
Sure, go for it.
Sorry, I tried to pull out my character sheet to the other window and it like reformatted it and...
Oh,
yeah,
naturally.
I can't find anything.
Ugh.
Okay. That is a 10.
Okay. With a 10, you don't feel any palpable magical energies around you. That being said, you do think back to what it was that the Lord Sage was talking about, and you recall that this site is a site of some importance to the Circle of, you think it was the Scale? The Circle of the Scale, that was this druidic faction. So you deduce that probably whatever magic that sect had used was some sort of natural, draconic, magical energy. But as far as any tangible magics that you can feel at this instant, you don't feel anything.
Okay, I guess, do we go back in the hole? The terrible, awful, no good, very bad hole?
Let's go. Josh runs down the stairs again.
Wait! Before Josh runs, I want to really quick gather everybody around me, and you see that same kind of like silvery mist that was working for like the buff I gave Tim, and for some of my other magic, now swirls up in these little whirlwinds, and it's like everybody is kind of like when you look directly at the sun, or when it's like really shining directly in your eyes, and you can make out a figure, but it just is so distorted and so like impossible to make out specific details or really look for too long. And I cast Pass Without Trace on all of us.
Perfect. Amazing.
Beautiful.
Because I would like to not do this again. So everyone gets a +10 to stealth rolls for the next hour, and we can hopefully avoid alerting any more little ghoulies to our presence.
Amazing. Okay, so we make our way back into this underground structure. And as we make our way down, again, you find yourselves in this massive room held up by these pillars that hold up the ceiling. You can see that there is as you get a closer look at this room, not distracted by these bloodthirsty zombies that tried to devour you. You can see that this room is littered with a number of rotting chairs and tables. And so it's easy for you all to deduce that this room probably at one time functioned as some sort of great hall used for eating, maybe even ceremonial events. As your eyes continue to adjust to the darkness, you see that there is a set of doors on each of the walls. You can see that the doors to the left are made of wood. They were bound in this rusted iron, though the iron looks like it's deteriorating quite a bit. And though also faded with time, it's still obvious that the planks of the doors were once brightly painted in the 5 colors of chromatic dragons. You see that there is also a door to the right. It just looks like a regular set of doors, wooden doors. And then up to the north, you can see another set of doors, though you're a little far away to discern with any certainty what, if any, pattern might be on those doors. So with that knowledge, what do you all do?
I'd like
First
to go...
thing Go ahead, Tal.
Oh, go ahead. No, go for it.
Bug, what are you up to?
Okay, fine.
Bug, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna lumber over to the farther doors and see if I can investigate those, see what sort of patterns or anything is on there.
On the far end of the hall?
Yeah, the ones that you said we couldn't see super well.
Awesome. Okay. Are you still having trouble seeing the map? Because if so, I will move
Yeah,
you
I still
for you.
can't see the map.
Okay, I'll go ahead and move you, just for purposes of the stream. And I still have the on Discord. I'm sharing my screen, so hopefully you'll be able to see it there. Okay.
Got it.
So you approach the far end of the room, and you see this set of doors. These doors are framed by a detailed stone carving of Tiamat, and you're all aware that Tiamat is a draconic god. The paint on this Tiamat carving has been faded with time. As you walk your way to this door, you pass a litter of very recently dead and mangled corpses of kobolds. Bug, what do you do as you reach the far end? Oh, I think you got muted or something.
Darn it. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I'm back. Okay, cool. Sorry, what you said, what did I do when I get down there?
Yeah. When you as you approach this door, what do you do?
I think honestly I would I think I would be distracted as I come up to the door by the dead kobolds behind me. And I think that I'd kind of do a little like U-turn, honestly, and because I'm just much more comfortable with sort of like the simple physical fighting and like injury understanding. So I think I would see the door and I'd be like, that looks complicated, and I'm gonna swing back around and investigate these kobolds to see what kind of thing might have killed them.
Okay, give me an investigation check, please.
That's a 20, dirty 20.
Okay. Dirty 20. You see that these kobolds were... it's obvious that they were killed by these zombies. That's what took them out. What's interesting, though, is that as you get a closer look at some of their bodies, you can see that a lot of them received wounds, or they have wounds kind of like on their backs, which gives the impression to you that perhaps they were all taken by surprise by these zombies. And so what that suggests to you is that they were not expecting these undead creatures to be in this structure. So that's what you can gather. Zombies killed them.
Okay.
They didn't know they were down here.
Okay.
I want to approach this half-open door
Okay.
on the left side.
Cool.
So I'm just going to walk right up, and hopefully nothing jumps out and eats my brain.
So you walk inside, and as you look in, you can see that each of the walls in this hallway is lined with 5 regularly spaced doors of semi-rotted wood. Other doors are just totally rotted away. The hallway ends in a set of double doors, one of which is rotted free from its hinges long ago. There are a number of stone shelves carved into the walls, and the contents of which, despite centuries of dust, are tidily arranged.
Josh yells out, "Guys, there's literally beds here. Like, we could have slept in bed."
Yeah, I didn't
In
have
a
a tent. I was
room.
sleeping on a bedroll in the wild. So.
Oh my god, this bed is so comfy.
Yeah, can I make an acrobatics check to jump on the bed?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I want to join you. Where are you?
Less.
7. It's
The
not
bed-
a very bouncy bed.
The bed collapses. Yeah. there's a poof of dust that
We
goes
just
into
land
the
on the
air.
ground together.
Yeah. It's actually quite adorable. Yeah. Erie, what are you doing as Josh and Tim are exploring, and Bug is kind of taking in the scene of the kobolds?
So, first thing I want to do is roll stealth. I do it with disadvantage because of my armor, but I do have a plus 17 with pass without trace. So I would like to be moving unheard through this underground little lair.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, well, the first one was a natural 1.
Amazing.
Which is still an 18.
Yeah, you're doing fine. You're sneaking around just to be cautious, and as you do, you are pretty confident that there is nothing that is posing any danger to you at the very moment.
And sorry if you guys are hearing those door noises.
No, it's
That's
all
us
good.
opening doors.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to Josh and Tim. Very clearly,
We are opening every door we
opening
can see.
every door in this what appears to be this clearly a sleeping quarters area. What are you doing as you're investigating?
I would just want to rifle through and see if there's anything valuable or noteworthy.
Yeah.
Both of you give me a perception check, please, or perception or. Yeah, perception check, yeah.
21.
Okay.
10.
10. Okay. So both of you, 21 and 10, both of you can see that somewhere in every room there is a faded embroidered robe hanging on a peg or folded neatly away in the ruins of a dresser. You both take one of the robes, and you can see that there are beautifully sewn garments of each of the 5 colors of chromatic dragons. Could both of you just give me another, just roll a d20 and just tell me what the number is, please?
7.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Amazing. Okay, Tim, as you pick up your robe, you pick it up, you can see that this blue robe just crumples into dust as you pick it up. Josh, the one that you pick up, it is a black robe. You pick it up and it looks like these are very, very probably fragile robes, but yours are they stay intact as you pick them up.
Hey, Tim, this is like the other robes that we got. Except this one's black, and the other one was blue. Cool.
What are the 5 colors of the chromatic? If we could just make sure we have all 5 colors.
They are, I believe they are, blue. Are they blue? No, I think it's red, green, white, black,
Blue.
and maybe blue. It might be blue.
It's black, blue,
Oh, I thought
green.
maybe it was just. Oh yeah, I have to pull
Because
up.
we had blue ones before. That we found in that room. Where was that? With the false panel.
That's right. In the
Up
bedroom.
in the library.
While they are going through all these rooms, after doing my little stealthy stealth, I would love to go check out this unadorned room on the right side of the Great Hall. And if GM wanted to move my token as well, it would spare me a lot of difficulty.
Yes, I'm happy to do so. I'm so sorry. Can you see the map? Are you able to see it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
could see. It just like literally
Switching
takes
between.
it lags so hard when
Got
I'm
it.
trying to like move my little token guy.
Amazing. Well, not amazing. I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, so
Amazing.
you approach this door, and yeah, it's just like unadorned. Looks very simple. What do you do?
Let me just open it up. What's
Okay.
going on in there?
You go to open it up. You find that the door is locked.
Interesting. Could I try and pick the lock, maybe?
Yes, if you have thieves' tools.
I don't have thieves' tools.
Okay, then you can, can't you just do it? You can do a regular dexterity check, right? The thieves' tools add proficiency. Is that right?
Yeah.
So I think if you
I assume it would just be like sleight of hand, maybe.
yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Or I also have a crowbar.
It is your call.
I'm very dexterous with my crowbar. No, I have bad strength. Sleight of hand is the way to go. That's gonna be only a 12.
12. Yeah, doesn't budge, unfortunately. You return to.
Hey, Bug, can you come literally like bash this door in?
Your
Yeah,
answers
can
go. Your question goes unanswered because we find Josh in this room.
There's scary music again.
This room was likely used as a kitchen, if the stone fire pit is any
I followed
indication.
Tim over here.
You see that there was a door on the far wall, which doesn't you weren't able to get a look at because as you were looking around, you were stepping around, you saw that there were kind of these wet spots on the ground. Your foot stepped in one of the wet spots, and as you did, and you stepped out, it did. I have a trigger on. That's what caused the music to work. As you stepped into this puddle and you stepped out of it, you turn back after hearing this slurping sound, and you look back to see this almost liquid type creature emerging from the puddle, emerging.
It's giving Scooby-Doo.
It is giving Scooby-Doo, and it appears out of nowhere. So I'm gonna have you roll initiative. You see that another creature also emerges from the other puddle in the room. So
Just me roll initiative?
you and Tim, who is nearby.
I'm peeking from around the side of the door.
I followed Tim over here. That's all I'm saying. I thought he was coming
I
in.
hear Scooby-Doo noises going on in the other room.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so we've got that. I'm also going to put Bug and Eerie in initiative, just so that we have everyone, so we all know what we're going to do. Go ahead and prepare combat.
24.
Amazing. Josh, you step into this puddle. It's going to get a surprise attack off against you because you didn't see it coming, so it slurps its way towards you. Slurps? What? Why did I use that word? Works its way towards you, and it is going to attack you. Let's see. How about a 13 to hit?
That hits.
Okay, it rears back. Its mass of a body just like lunges towards you. It hits you full, just full on. You take. Whoa. Did I do that right? Oh my god. Oh no.
I don't like it when Rob says, "Whoa!"
Oh no.
No.
I don't like
It's
it.
a big
I don't
monster.
like it.
These are size large, so these are pretty intimidating.
Yeah. Okay. No, I don't think. Okay. You take a total of 14 damage. 14 damage.
I thought it was gonna be like 25.
I
or
think.
something.
Let me read it one more time. Oh no, I'm sorry. It is
If it's an
bludgeoning
ooze,
and acid damage. So, okay. So you take 32 points of damage. 14 bludgeoning,
Cool.
18 acid damage.
Okay.
Okay. That is the surprise round. Josh, you are up now. What do you do?
I want to cast Blade Ward on myself.
Okay.
That'll at least protect from the bludgeoning. And then I guess I will. I'm so scared. I'll do a thunderclap.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I need to make a saving throw.
Is that what it says?
Each creature within range other than you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. Yes. Okay,
Well, I can
so.
just click on it and it'll do it. Oh, never mind.
Perfect. Okay, I rolled a total of 15, which is a save.
No! Do you get any damage or just none?
Let's see. Succeed, saving throw or take.
No.
Nope.
No
nothing.
damage.
Sorry.
Cantrips do nothing. Yeah.
Woof.
Great. Okay. I'll just use a bonus action. Give a second. 'Cause why not?
My blood pressure is so
Yes,
high.
it's like, almost died last night, going right back
Okay,
in to
got
almost die
11
again.
healing.
Amazing. Perfect. So you're fine. You're fine.
I'm up to 18.
Perfect. Anything else, Josh?
No.
All right. Erie, we are now to you. You are on the other side of the eastern side of this massive structure, and you hear like yelling and from the western side of the structure. What do you do?
I hear wet slurping noises. So I'm gonna ask GM for a couple favors.
Yes.
If you could move me 30 feet directly west,
Yep.
and then I would like to measure from there to the Slurpee guy.
Awesome. Okay.
Also, if you could get rid of the green, I don't know how to get rid of it.
Sure, I can do that. Okay, so you're 30 feet. You from the from the guy, you are 185 feet away.
Okay, so I do have 300 feet of dark vision, so I can see him.
Okay.
And then the long range on my longbow is 600 feet.
Nice.
You said I'm 185.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, even if I misty step, I can't get in. I can't get within range. Ooh, you know what I can do? Okay, so I will bonus action use Zephyr's Strike. I move like the wind until the spell ends. My movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, and once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. That attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit. Whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of the turn. So, bonus action Zephyr Strike on myself. Give myself advantage on this first attack. Advantage and the disadvantage from long range cancel each other out.
Amazing.
So it is just straight roll. That is going to be a 11 to hit this big goopy guy.
11 is a miss, unfortunately. It goes wide. Just barely.
Okay. And then I'm going to move another 30 feet towards them.
Okay.
With the Zephyr Strike. And then I think I'm still 5 feet away from being in my short range. If you wouldn't mind double checking
I
for
can
me.
check that. Let's see.
Because it was 185, and then I moved an extra 30, so now it's 155, and my short range is
Yep.
150.
Yeah, 155.
Okay. So then I'm going to take a second longbow attack with disadvantage.
Okay.
And the disadvantage shot is a 9, so I don't do anything. But I'm sure running. I'm a-coming. And that's it. I don't do any damage,
Keep
but I
running.
am just sprinting 60 feet
Awesome.
towards this scenario.
60 more feet? Or
No, the total 30
from
and 30 that I
before?
moved this
Perfect.
turn.
Okay, Bug,
Yeah.
you're up.
Yeah, Bug sure can't do a thing from here. So I also, if you could move me,
Yes. Here, let me. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. I
Can't
was
see
zoomed in
a
before, but
ton
you
of
cannot
what's-
see. Okay, so you. So there's where everything is. You are gonna move. Oops. What's your speed? Or how far do you want to move?
30.
30? You want to move? Okay, so
30
move
feet,
30 that way. And
Yeah, I think that.
you also have... There we go.
You could take a dash action and move your movement speed again.
Oh yeah, true. Super true. Yeah, I'll do that and just try to get as
Okay.
close to them as possible.
So got another 30 feet right about here. All right.
Yeah, and that's all I can do.
Awesome. Okay. Next up is gonna be the other ooze. But team, I think we're gonna cause some suspense. We'll wait and see what it does next week. I think for the time being, I think we're gonna call it for the night. Awesome. So
Much excited for one night.
I cannot believe, believe you
we
also
can't
walked on
handle.
the wet spot. Okay.
Why did I walk on the wet
All
spot?
combat session.
Yeah.
L's on L's on L's.
Ugh. Yep, love that. Okay, team, everyone on stream, thank you so much for watching. This was our second week of D&D League here at CMSA. We'll be back next week for week 3. Hopefully our players will survive again, miraculously, but we'll figure out next time. Bye, everyone.